Hola, bienvenidos, mon chéri. Yes, we're bringing back the music for the weekend because you know what? Weathertainment should be a relaxing weekend experience. My friends, follow me on Twitter at CNY Jeff Matthews, if you will, and I think you will. Temp trend, 61 is the average now, 54 for Saturday, 62 for Sunday is much closer to where we should be. Warming up a bit into Tuesday and Wednesday before the next shelf shows up. The weather headlines, 2 out of 3 have to do with our buddy Joaquin. So what's the verdict, Joaquin? What are you going to do? And by the way, Joaquin has wound up being a significant fly in the ointment, not just in terms of where's it going, but it's holding everything up. What's going to happen after it passes? What's coming our way next, good or foul weather? And hey, check out the leaves, you peeper. You get it? Leaf peeper? It's almost like I called you a name. You can see the fall foliage report where the allergy report used to be under the specials forecast tab. Hey, let's rehash where we've been so we can figure out where we're going. 5 days ago, the jet stream was diving across the Pacific West Coast and riding to our north, keeping us in unseasonably warm weather. And this storminess was being held at bay temporarily, but it was seeping northwards with time. As it seeped northwards, it tended to break up, because there was no organized circulation with it, but the jet stream had cut off a piece of itself and allowed this upper-level low-pressure system to feed more moisture northwards that certainly spread in and brought us the 2.5 to 3 inches of rain we saw several days ago. So now, there's the upper-level storm, not related to the hurricane, and you can see a fine cutoff where the rain is and holding right at bay where we kept the cloudy sky Thursday and Friday with the dim sun's disk being able to be found. But that rain is going to overspread the region again Saturday and Saturday night as an old frontal boundary makes a return visit. Now, if you're thinking about Joaquin, what do you think of these weather features you see has the most profound influence, as it turns out, on the path of the storm? If you pick this high, you're wrong. If you pick that storm, guess again, Hondo. If you thought this old frontal boundary, because it provides a train track for the storm to ride up along, maybe, hey, Ace, nice try, Slick, but you be wrong, Mojambo. It is actually that high-pressure system. How can that be? A high way out in the open Atlantic? Well, you can certainly see from the visible imagery how the clouds around the high are moving in the opposite direction from storms and from the old frontal boundary. And if I focus in on the water vapor imagery, 5 days ago, that's the high. You can see the depth of it from the color going to black and then even some gold showing up. You also notice it's spreading opposite the direction of the movement of the clouds on either side of it. Now watch 4 days ago. Oh, it's blossoming. It's growing in intensity, that high. It's also forcing itself back towards the hurricane. Now look at 3 days ago. Wow! That's a monster high-pressure system that greatly intensified and has come up and butted heads against the storm. Now the storm's over the ocean, so it can certainly intensify, but it has nowhere to go as this high keeps shoving into it. What's going to wind up happening is the high is going to wind up moving over top to the north of it. It's going to be forced to go underneath the high, which is far enough out in the open Atlantic that we don't have to worry about anything more than the old frontal boundary spreading in some light rain Saturday afternoon and evening. So here's a look at your almanac, and I will have your forecast details right after this.
Welcome to Intermission. Intermission.
Saturday, you want to be on the lookout for a little bit of light rain in the afternoon and evening hours. It'll move into Oneonta by early afternoon, by Utica, Rome by 3 or 4 or 5 o'clock, and then further northwards in the evening hours, all with a cool northeast wind and a high of only 54. 44 for Saturday night with a little bit of occasional light rain. Not a whole lot here. And then Sunday, after a little bit of light rain early on, tropical kind of sky. You might even see some blue or the sun poking through from time to time. Interesting sky, potentially, to look for on Sunday and Monday, too. High of 62 on Sunday, cool northeast wind. And then Monday, a ditto day to Sunday with a little bit of a tropical sky going on. And a high of 64 and 66, mostly sunny. On Tuesday, 67, 68 on Wednesday with a rain shower, and then the shelf comes in terms of another temp drop-off for the end of next week. Have a great weekend, everyone.